Primas. I'm Roxy,
And I'm Giselle.
and this is the For las Primas podcast. Welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone.
It's been a while since we've all been in this space together.
Yeah, welcome back for real. I know we say it every week, but this time for real.
And I just have to talk to you about fall. I love fall. I feel very nostalgic with the changing of the seasons, but I have officially entered my señora era because tengo un frío. I'm always so cold. I am wearing this cute little, it's crop top, like turtleneck. It was 68. There's no reason for me to wear this. I was so cold. I love that I finally live in a place that has fall because I can adjust before winter because Montana, for las primas que no saben, that don't know, I lived there for 5, still not sure how. Every time I tell a Cuban person that, they're like, niña, con ese frío. I'm thankful that there's like a transition period, but I'm officially in my señora era because tengo frío. I'm always worried too. I'm scared that I'm gonna be cold. So I have like 16 layers in my car at any given moment. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm living con el miedo de los viejos cubanos, the fear of the old Cuban people of like, I'm gonna be cold.
Yeah, that's a real fear. So in Montana, you didn't have any fall. It just went like summer, winter.
Sort of, yeah. Like you'd have some days, but it was like aggressive. One year it snowed right in September. I'm like, whoa, 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 what?
You're like, I was not ready for this. Well, at least you feel something because it's hot in Florida still.
I have been away long enough where I need the transition, I think. But I also love how beautiful the weather gets in the winter down.
Yeah. I was in New Jersey last year around like in September, and it was like a proper fall. Like it was so nice. The leaves were changing colors. I was like, wow, I forgot how beautiful this can be.
It really is such a beautiful time, and it's really cathartic because
Mhm.
everything's just dying. Like, it gets really beautiful and bright, and then it's just dying. We're in this period of, like, post-peak leaves. They call it, like, leaves peaking. They peaked, like, in early October, end of September. But now we're finally at the point where you're seeing leaves or trees with no leaves, sad little branches. Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." I don't know, I feel a way about it.
Well, maybe the seasonal depression won't hit so hard over there because maybe there's still sun. Like in New Jersey, there's no sun.
No, there is sun. That's what I love about the West. There's sunny days. It might be cold, but it's sunny, and that makes a difference. No, the Northeast, I don't know how we grew up in New Jersey and our parents didn't just, like, move immediately to Florida. I don't know
Yeah.
how they lasted so long in New Jersey.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Because there was a couple gloomy days when I was there last year, and I was like, "Oh, this is bad." And my aunt is like, "Yeah, imagínate the entire winter like this." Sorry for our primas in the Northeast. We feel for you.
We feel for you. We do. I mean, I'm sort of on the same boat. You can come to Colorado. At least it's sunny and it's snowy enough to go skiing. I think I'm going to try going skiing this year. I find it to be very disturbing to take a little tram to the top of a mountain,
And then throw yourself.
snow, and just throw yourself. Just tírate así, fuá, de una. No, what?
But it's really fun. I used
Tell
to go I used to go annually until Ryan injured his ACL, and it's fun though. Although I'm scared of the speed, so I don't go fast.
She's just like, pizza, pizza, pizza.
Pizza the whole way down. No, I just don't go on the steeper hills.
Yeah.
I stick to the greens, you know?
I don't, but I'm gonna remember greens. I'm gonna remember greens. Yeah, I think this
You
is
better
the
remember that. Imagínate tú estás en un tram and you miss the exit for the green and you just keep going.
no, I'm not getting off. I'm not
You're
getting
gonna
off.
you're gonna end up on like a black and they're gonna be like, you have to get off here.
What? You
You
need to
can't
call
write it down.
they need to call a helicopter. There's no way. There's no way.
Oh my god, one time I was in Colorado and there was like only one trail that was open and they said it was a green, but Colorado greens are like they're like east blues, like they're harder. And so I was like, "I think I can do it." It had been a while, so I was like, "I think I can do it." And then, like, I made it halfway, and I was like, "There's no way I can make it the rest of the way." So I just kinda sat there, and then, like, the medical person came, and they're like, "Are you injured?" And I was like, "No, but can you take me back?" And he's like, "No, only if you're injured." And I was like, "No, wait, I'm injured, I'm injured." And he's like, "Mm-mm."
So what happened?
So I turned around and, like, hiked back up. Because it you go down and then you take the lift up and meet, like, in the middle. So I had made it, like, almost all the way to the bottom,
Mm,
but not quite to the bottom. So then I just hiked I was, like, halfway, so I just hiked back up.
yeah.
But I was like, "Please take me," and he's like, "No."
Hold it. That is my biggest fear right there, where I don't know how to.
Yeah.
I would make my husband go with me though. He's good at snowboarding and he'll do like the big hills and stuff, but like for me,
Mhm, mhm.
like one step above bunny maybe.
Yeah, yeah, that's green.
These are things that bring me so outside of my like comfort zone because we've talked about how like our parents are very proud city people and they did not ever think that we would need to be introduced to like the wilderness, and here I am taking my girlfriends hiking in Colorado. They were here 2 weeks ago and we had a girls' weekend in Buena Vista, Colorado in the mountains, and I'm just like, "Yeah, let's go on this hike. Hey, let's just stop here and do this," and as I was doing it, I was kind of like, "Who is she? I love her. I love her." 10 years ago, she would not know her.
Also, I feel like our mothers would just be like, "Oh my god, you're gonna do that? Like, ten cuidado."
My mom's like, "Sola, you're gonna be out there by yourself?" Or I've called her on FaceTime because 'cause I'm like, "This is so beautiful, I wanna show you, pero tú estás ahí en ese monte sola. You're in that big mountain by yourself." I'm like, "Mother, I will always hike popular trails. I will never hike solo. Just as much as she's scared of seeing a snake, a bear, a mountain lion, like, same girl, same."
Or, like, tripping and falling and injuring yourself and no one's around. That's what I think.
I am not that wilderness, but I do like to hike, and I will hike a popular trail any day. Also, I can't believe that it's the end of October. I feel like we were just in August, and then it just now we're end of October. I'm like, "Where did September?"
Yeah. I feel the same, and October, where did it go? Every day that I'm at work, I'm signing papers and putting, like, a date next to it, and sometimes it just hits me, and I'm just like, "Oh my god, the 25th of October."
Totally, totally.
Like, "Are
I
we sure?"
don't write the date ever, so I'm always like, "What day is it? What day is
Yeah.
it?" I know the day of the week, but I never know the date. And I was talking to my team at work, and I was like, "Yeah, because in Q4," I'm like, "Oh my god, Q4 is a month has gone through already. We're already, like, in November." So, that's been kind of wild.
Yeah.
I feel like Virgo season came and went, and now we're deep in Scorpio season. Oh, bless you.
Sorry.
Oh, she had a reaction to that. She had a sneeze. How did you
Yeah,
feel
girl.
about your Virgo season this year?
Mm, it just like you s Virgo and Libra season came and went. It was such a blur.
I forgot. Yes. Oh my god.
Sorry, Librans, we love you.
I am part Libra, so
Actually, so I was thinking about what you said. Your birthday is like your year where you reflect on everything,
mhm.
and it's kind of like your new year.
Yeah,
I'm on the stationary TikTok side of TikTok, which is like planners and pens and all those things.
okay.
And I fell down the hole and got influenced to buy this planner. And I think I'm gonna make a daily effort. Whenever I start this planner is gonna be my yearly reset. That's what
Okay.
I have myself. I'm
Love that.
trying to put, like, daily intentions or weekly or maybe on my days. I haven't decided yet because it's a small planner. It's, like, wallet size, but one side is, like, organized where it has, like, my Sunday through Saturday, and then the other page is blank, so you can do whatever you want on the other page.
So kind of have, like, a weekly goal for yourself or intention for yourself. That's
Yeah,
cute. Love
exactly.
that.
I'm gonna try to stick to it, and then a lot of people, like, on the months part, they just put pictures of things that they did all month, and I'm like, "That's kinda cute."
That's super cute. I've always kept journals since I have a journal from when I was in middle school. Journaling was my outlet my whole life, and I definitely, like, have this okay, not my middle school journal, but there's the journal post that, which I don't have my high school one, I don't know where that went, but, like, early college, I still have that one, and I definitely would put, like, a lollipop wrapper and be like, "I had this lollipop at this frat party, blah, blah, blah," and I found it recently, and I was like, "How cute."
That's kinda cool.
That's a cute idea to do.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make that my goal from whenever I get this planner and start it. It's also blank, so you can start whenever.
Yeah, I'm coming up on my birthday on the 28th. So I actually took a mental health day from work so that I could actually sit and think and plan and set intentions. I feel like 2025 was such a rough year. It's been so hard. I think the politics of everything have gotten me feeling really stressed out, really hopeless, really just down in the dumps. And I think part of my intention setting is, like, looking forward, like, how to, like, stay positive and, like, find hope and, like, figure out what I want for myself for next year. So I am excited, but, like, I've done some reflecting over the last, couple of weeks of, like, what did I do this year? How was my year? I didn't complete one of my goals, which I don't know how I feel about it. I really wanted to try to be sober for 1 year or alcohol free, and I lasted 6 months, which I think was great. Then I went on vacation, and then summer came, and I just, like, when it's sunny and warm, I wanna be on a patio with a cold beer, honestly.
Nobody can blame you. That sounds great.
Yeah. And I've also thought maybe I'm a seasonal drinker. Maybe
Mhm.
during the winter months, it's a time for me to reset, get my body healthy. Because even this last year, I can probably count the times I had like a true hangover, maybe 2 or 3 times in like the latter half of the year, because I mostly just drink beer and I only drink like one or two. And then I'm like, okay, I feel good. And I don't know, I think you were telling me that. You're like, "Maybe that's just the journey. You just got like, figured out what works for you and what doesn't," and that's true. But I'm still, like, obsessed with this idea of being
Of being
sober.
sober.
Yes, I'm obsessed.
Yeah. Well, you made it 6 months, which is a long time, and the last time you tried to be sober, I think you made it, like, 3 or 4.
Mhm,
So, maybe you just try again and see how much longer you can go.
totally. Yeah,
Maybe you won't get rid of the idea until you do it.
I know. I need to just do it. Maybe 36 is the year. I also cannot believe I'm gonna be 36. I still feel like a teen mom.
Yeah.
And it's a really hard reality check when I'm looking in the mirror. I mean, I think I look a lot better than I did in my 20s, so I'm thankful for aging well, but I will say, like, it's catching up to me that I'm like, "Oh my god, like, 4 more years and I'm 40. What?"
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's rude. It's rude. So, I don't know what all that means either, but definitely excited to continue to be in my 30s. I think the 30s
Mhm.
are the trick decade,
Yeah, I mean, I
the best.
like my 30s. Yeah, I am liking my 30s. My 20s was a time. I'm glad I had my 20s. I'm glad I did my 20s. Because I feel like a lot of people sometimes when they skip out on their 20s in the way, I mean, like, really just like that freedom of like doing whatever the heck you want. And, eventually that creeps up on you. It's going to creep up on you in life at some point.
100%. Like, I think about my sister's generation. So, my sister is about 8.5 years older than me. That's almost 10 years, right? So, let's say like a decade older. They were expected to go to college, you meet your sweetheart in college, you get married, you have kids by 25, that, maybe you had another boyfriend or two in college, but really, like, it was people were getting married early, having kids early. And you're right, like, a number of my sister's friends are like that generation are divorced now because they never had that freedom or you grow apart. Like I think our generation really come around to the idea of like we should do therapy proactively as couples to help us like navigate life together. And I think back then there was not that. So people would like grow
Mhm.
apart or whatever.
Also, just being so young and like you don't even know yourself.
Total
really, and what you're even gonna develop into and to be, like, making all these big decisions. Like, even I think about it in college too, like, when I was 18 going to college, making the decision about, like, what you wanna major in and what do you wanna do, like, that's so difficult for an 18-year-old.
totally, I still don't know. I got a degree in public communication, that's about as broad as you can get, but yeah, like, those are big decisions, and also, like, you're expected to choose your life partner, which is the one decision that you choose for yourself, that's one of the most important decisions, if not the most, in your whole life, and you choose them at 23, that would not have worked for me.
Mm-mm, me either.
Well, it didn't work out for me. But you're right, like, you don't know yourself, and until you, like, get to know yourself better or, like, learn more about yourself, then you're accepting maybe a bare minimum amount of love from the person that you're with, like, you end up
Mhm.
settling in a way.
Without realizing it too, until you're now reflecting, like, now me reflecting on even, like, 5 years ago me, because 5 years ago me thought she was doing, well and getting enlightened and, like, working on this journey, and then now I'm like, "Wow, like, you were, but, like, I'm more enlightened and more working on my journey now than I was 5 years ago." So it'd be interesting to see what, like, 50-year-old me is gonna be like.
She's gonna be fucking awesome.
That great. Am I gonna have grace at 50?
I definitely will. I'm gonna let my grays come in. I found my first one. So,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
as soon as they start coming, I'm gonna let it happen. But you like the blonde look, so I feel like you could go either way.
I would have, like, long gray hair.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? I feel like our moms are so presumidas that they would never let their canas show. Canas are gray hairs, by the way. But yeah, they would never let their canas show.
No,
No.
never.
We're gonna be such a different, like, generation of tias, because I think about,
Yeah.
like, the tias that are, like, judgmental, "Está gorda,
Mhm.
está flaca," or, like, some tias are really but we're gonna be like, "Whatever you want for yourself is okay with me. What do you think?" You
Yeah,
know?
I
We're
know.
changing
You know, sometimes I even feel like that about my patients, but sometimes I'll be like, "This is what I'm thinking. We do this, this, and this," and then I'm like, "What do you think about that? How do you feel about that?" And some of my patients are like, "You're the doctor."
I know, it's like our generation is so concerned, we're like, "We want you to have a voice."
Yeah, I'm like, "I want you to, like, also be okay with the plan." But yeah, so this week I've been on my journal TikTok and on numerology too. I was just gonna sit down and do my numerology with my husband's numerology and then have our life path numerology and then, like, read about that.
What?
This is what happens when I work a 9 to 5 and I'm not in school anymore.
This is what happens when you grow up Catholic and then you realize that you're not Catholic, but, like, you gotta do something different, and you're like, "Tarot, tell me,
Yeah. I'm like, "What did I sign up for without I didn't do this numerology before I got married."
Holy sh Well, what is the deal with numerology? I don't know a lot about it.
So, you get your birthday numbers and you add them all up till you get one number, and then you do the same thing for your partner till you get one number, and then you add those numbers until you get one number, and then that's, like, your life path number with you and your partner.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I wanna know, like, I'm already here. What am I gonna do?
I just sometimes I like to read it to be like, "Oh, yes, that's so true."
You just want someone to give you some ideas, some,
I
like,
need validation.
sure, he needs validation. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I haven't done numerology, but I will do a birthday tarot, and, like, a little ritual ceremony for myself. I like to burn stuff on my birthday. I like to
Well,
say
if you're a Scorpio. Well, actually, Scorpio's a water sign.
it's a water sign, but it's like a fire water sign.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna lean into my intensity of being a Scorpio, which I will say that is one of the things about in my 30s that I've come to love the most. I think growing up, my intensity felt like a lot and like I talked a lot and I had like a lot of like energy and life. And at some point I sort of lost the like
The plot.
no, that's not what I was gonna say. I lost like the enthusiasm and just kept the intensity. Like, AKA, it's so true about Scorpios that they're dark as fuck. There's, like, definitely a lot of darkness and a lot of intensity. I've been accepting that part of myself and channeling it differently. Been embracing and digging deeper into that.
Scorpios are like the dark side of the moon.
Mhm. Wow.
That's what I
You know what? But you know what? Here's what I'll say about the type of Scorpio I am too. I'm a Scorpio with Libra and Sagittarius. So the Sagittarius is tough, but the Libra balances me out. So
I feel
shout
like the Sagittarius wants you to be like, I just wanna be not chained down, free, like, out here doing everything. I mean, yeah,
It's always like my independent Sag is like, "You don't need anybody, you can do this alone." Then, like, my intensity of a Scorpio is like, "I need my husband, I need him to love me in this way." And then the Libra is like, "Chill out, like, you do have a great husband," you know? So it's like a lot
the
of
Libra's like, "Please," struggling to balance everything.
I'm like, "I'm on a girls' weekend, but I miss my husband." I can also see where my intensity has been too much for people, like, especially relationships, like, relationships in my 20s, that is not for everyone. It takes a very special candidate to arise to the occasion of an intense Scorpio, so shout
Mm.
out to Garrett.
He's, like, listening to this like, I'm waiting for my shout out.
He listens to every single episode, and he's like, "I better get a shout out this week." No, mentira. But he does listen every week. You know what else with this time of year that I love, and living in the West, I see this a lot more because there's so much Mexican culture, is Dia de los Muertos, and I
Oh, I
know
love
I feel like we've talked about this maybe on the pod before, but my son's school, they have a big altar, an ofrenda, and it's so beautiful, and they encourage families to, like, put pictures of any loved ones that have passed, so it's like a community ofrenda, and I think that's so
that's
beautiful.
so nice.
Dude, the way that they honor the dead in Mexico is so beautiful. It's so colorful. It's all just based on honoring your ancestors, those that came before you. And I feel like Cubans definitely honor the dead and like always through storytelling. But I do think that I'm going to adopt the tradition of an ofrenda table.
Yeah, that's cool. I love that.
Yeah. Thank you, Mexican Primas, for the permission. I hope it's okay. But I think it's one of those things that's so beautiful and so part of the culture where we live in the West. We went to an event today in the Denver Performing Arts, and they had all these Catrinas, the skeleton women from Coco, like if you watched it on
Mhm.
Coco. And it was so beautiful. I just love the way they honor the dead or those
That's
that have
cool.
passed. How does your family do that? Do they do any Why is that your face? Mm.
They don't really honor the dead
Yeah, it's not
in
really
that way,
culture.
because I remember for my wedding, I wanted to put pictures of my grandpa and my grandparents that had passed, and my mom was like, "Ay, qué triste. Why do you wanna do that?" I'm like, "Okay."
Did you do it or no?
We did have a table of everybody's wedding photos together, but I wanted to put the photos, like, on the chairs, and my mom was like, "Absolutely not."
I know. I feel like my parents, like, didn't really talk about death. I remember the first time a family member died was my great-grandmother. I was 5, and I came home from school one day, and my mom's like, "Abuelita se murió, okay? So cuando vayamos a casa de ella, no preguntes por ella," which basically translates to your grandma passed, and we're gonna go to the house, and, like, don't ask for her. And I'm like, "That is a lot to ask a little
Yeah.
kid to process." There was no, like
Yeah, it was just
it was like, "That's it?"
process this real quick, okay?
I'm like, "What is death?" I don't even know
Yeah,
what death is, you know?
I
So
um
I feel like the ofrenda is a really good way to talk about death in a way that doesn't feel so sad and final.
Mhm.
Feel like their souls live on, like in the movie Coco.
There's a farm here by where I live, and it's a Mexican farm, and they have a flower field and, like, all these foods and all this stuff, and really, all about the fall, and they have, like, Dia de los Muertos theme. It's all, like, cocoa for the kids. It's, like, really cute. Well, I seen it on TikTok. I haven't been, but
Oh my god, you should go.
yeah,
Bring Oliver, dress him up, take pictures of
the
Oliver.
skeleton dog.
Oh. What are you dressing up for Halloween?
Actually, funny that you say that. My office Halloween theme is Dia de los Muertos, so we're doing that theme, and then we're gonna go to Disney, so I'm just gonna stay in the outfit for Disney. What
Cute.
about you guys have a family costume?
We do. We're gonna be Super Mario Brothers. So Max will be Mario, Garrett will be Luigi, and I will be Princess Peach.
Cute.
Yes, and my friend Eddie is coming from California, and he's gonna be a mushroom. Not the mushroom
Okay.
character, just a mushroom for
Oh,
me.
okay. I see. I was gonna say that Max could be Toad, the little Toad.
I know, he's like, "No." I'm like, "Oh, is Uncle Eddie gonna be Toad?" He goes, "No, just a mushroom." I'm like, "So, just a mushroom?"
He's in charge. At least he wasn't like, "You're gonna be the green tube."
Oh my gosh. Me.
Yeah.
But the whole thing with Halloween and candies, so, like, my kid does not eat candy really, like, he'll eat mints because I have mints in my purse, but he doesn't really eat candy because I think it's pointless, and I think there's other things he can eat that doesn't rot his teeth because 'cause I'm big on his teeth, like, being very brushed and taken care of, and so, I'm definitely adopting the Americano culture switch witch. Have you heard of
Oh,
that?
yeah, I have heard about that.
Yeah, where you, like, let them pick out I'm gonna let him pick out a few pieces for him, and then if he wants a TLY, he's out there, I don't want him to hear me, the witch, the bruja is gonna take it. So but I'm on my Spanish journey with him. I've been speaking mostly Spanish. I'm trying really hard. I was inspired by an Instagram family where the woman started talking Spanish. I'm like, "The switch bruja, because I don't freaking know how to say switch witch in freaking Spanish. So I'm like, "La switch bruja." He's like, "Oh, switch bruja." I'm like, "I'm this kid beyond belief." He's like, "I don't know what's English, what's Spanish." So, yeah, just spreading identity crises from my generation to well,
So
happy season, happy Halloween, feliz Dia los Muertos, and that's all we have for today.
yeah, thanks for listening and catching up with us, Primas.
We'll talk to you
Well,
next time.
bye.